morning. Just headed to work, and I wanted to share some thoughts about how to make steady progress in your life. And what I was thinking about last night was discipline. Just being able to say no to yourself. So a lot of times, our parents used to speak to us and tell us we couldn't have things, or stand in line when you're in elementary school or whatever it might be. All those things are, we're creatures of habit, so all those things are forming who you are, the person that you are. No matter what you're doing every day, all day long, you have to be extremely consciously aware of what you do, what you're saying, how you're dressing, everything. I've been on this living intentional kick for the last couple of years, just being very intentional about my behavior, about my decision making, about who I'm around. Good morning, Crystal. Just being, straight up, very, very aware, very present in everything that I'm doing, with my, like I said, with my behavior. Very conscious that my behavior is forming my person, my character, my personality. So be extremely intentional with the stuff that you do, who you're around, what you're listening to, what you're watching, what you're eating. That's one of the biggest things right there. The most underrated and overlooked things is this dieting. There's a huge disciplinary factor that comes along with what you eat. I struggle with that shit every single day. And I'm fairly athletic, I'm fairly fit, but even I have goals. Everybody's got goals, health goals, different things for whatever reason you may have them. But the only way that you're going to achieve any of your goals is by way of discipline. It's by way of making decisions, pulling the trigger on stuff that you want to do. You have to decide who you're going to be, what you're going to do, how you're going to get there. It don't just happen by chance. It don't just happen by faith. It don't just happen by prayer. It's by action. It's by doing shit. It's about being proactive, about being, engaging in what you want to do. So your decision making, once again, keeping discipline in your life, in your mindset, sacrificing a good time, sacrificing a laugh, sacrificing who you're following, some funny shit on social media. Can you withdraw from the matrix? Can you pull out? Can you be alone? Can you focus on what you're doing? All these things are going to affect how efficient you are, or how effective you can be with your efforts, because you can do a lot of busy work and really not move very far, not get a lot done. But if you make extremely intentional efforts, strategic or specific efforts, I like to say, I always tell my family, the more how do I say, I'm sorry, what's up, Ferrari? The more specific you are with your goals, the more accurate you'll be at hitting your targets. I'll say it again. The more specific you are with your goals, the more accurate you'll be at hitting your targets. So I'll give you a little more game. I told my family, in order for you to get to a dream job or something that you say you want to do, I said that you need to identify what type of lifestyle you want to live, first of all. Then you need to identify what type of industry or career would accommodate that lifestyle. And then once you start to figure those things out, then you can start to decide, well, what steps will it take for you to get in position to achieve those goals and join that industry, or start that business, or whatever it is, acquire that skill set that's going to get you going in that direction, that's going to get you credible credentials, to make you trustworthy, that's going to make you valuable, that will make you, a commodity. People who are successful, people who do well, are people that can solve problems, people who are problem solvers. If you can't solve problems for anybody, they don't really need you on their team. So you have to be able to solve problems, and you have to say, what can I do? How can I be an asset? Are you available to people? Are you available outside of yourself and your desires and wants? Are you selfish? You know what I mean? you don't have to overextend yourself to where you losing yourself trying to be in the way, but you also want to be, as you acquire skills, as you become amazing, as you become an expert at whatever it is you say you want to do, then you need to be available to people you need to be available to progress, to great energies. I don't want to say to people, because a lot of people don't. There's a lot of science to it. There's a lot of character to that whole situation. So I don't want to just put people trying to make themselves available to people. That can get fishy. But you want to be around great energy, around great processes, a part of great movements. And acquiring your own set of skills. That way you don't find yourself. The biggest thing you can do is acquire your own set of skills and sharpen your own toolbox, and make yourself a commodity. That way you don't have to or find yourself overly spectating or watching or cheering on somebody, a mentor. You know what I mean? You find yourself engaged. You can actually lend a helping hand. You can actually provide an enlightening idea. You can actually add to the solution. So, but only way that stuff comes about is by you reading, by you researching, by you watching, by you cutting out reality TV or a comedian or whatever it might be, or drinking or clubbing. A lot of people here in my industry, they might just do their departmental work. They might do what they go to work to do every day, and then they go home or they go get a bottle, they roll up and go blaze or whatever they do. My ass is in class, so I'm looking up a new skill set. I'm trying to find a new trade. Like, your grind, you got the same amount of hours in your day as Barack Obama, Beyonce, and Jay-Z got. What you doing with those minutes and those hours, what you're liking. You could be online liking some constructive shit. Like, it could be some, motivational stuff. Eric Thomas, the hip-hop preacher. You could be liking, you know what I'm saying, Dr. Claude Anderson, or, it could be anybody, financial experts. It could be Dr. Boyce Watkins. You could be liking a lot of different shit. It's what you're liking is the problem. If all you liking is big booties and pictures and or shoes or whatever, couches for your dream home, like, you got to acquire that home first before you even start worrying about a goddamn couch. You know what I'm saying? So you got to take the baby steps, the progressive steps to getting towards these goals. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, yeah, man, discipline. Just get yourself somewhere where you can find yourself in a space, shed any negative energy. Don't go to people's house if you have to. You know what I'm saying? Like, and sometimes people can miss you. It's a freaking week. It's a month. It's a year. Their asses will be all right. You just got to get missing sometimes and do what you got to do. My family know I'm trying to, I motivate people by, y'all can meet me across the country, across state. I'll meet y'all over there. I'll catch a flight and meet you. I'm trying to get to that energy, you dig? So, I ain't nothing but a flight away. You know what I'm saying? No matter how far I am. So, anyway, discipline, man. Get yourself where you can think clear. When I have auditions and shit, I can't have noise and people around me talking. You gotta know learn your learning style, learn your operational, your operational space, where you operate best. You have to identify that. Definitely put that work in. Like, if you don't have anything that gets your wheels turning, or that you just 9 to 5 every day, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have some shit that got you like super curious and you can't wait to get off from your distraction job, aka job. You can't wait to get off from your distraction and get to what you're really trying to do. Or you at work killing time studying that or watching that or researching that. So be mindful of your discipline. Be mindful of where you're spending your currency, which is your time, because that's all the currency you might have. If your ass is broke, poor, down and out, your currency is your time is the only currency that you may have. And then once you start to acquire tangible currency, that's your only power. And if you give that shit away to drug dealers or malls, you know what I'm saying? What are you doing? You're not recycling, you're not reinvesting, you need to find somewhere to put that money to where you can multiply it. But all that's gonna take, you know what I'm saying, discipline. That's gonna take knowledge. That's gonna take information. That's gonna take game. You gotta have mentors, even if they're not sitting in front of you. You can follow some damn body online. Once again, it's who you follow, it's what you're looking at. You can have a mentor and Steve Harvey or whatever, or some people watch. You gotta be careful. I like talking about intricacy shit. People like to do stuff as a substitute for something else. So you'll like a post or follow somebody and look at their page and acknowledge the shit that you like about them or that they said or that they did, but you're not really studying their behavior or their success methods. You're not really trying to learn the processes of what it takes to be successful, or you know what I'm saying, for somebody you say you admire. You're not really studying that person, not jocking, not copying, but just learning this, you know, what it takes. So people like to do busy work and act like they pay attention to people, but you can't even, you know, repeat a quote from that person. You can't even talk about a study they've done, or an experiment they've been a part of, or, you know, that they perform, an experiment that they performed in their own life. You know, networking isn't always getting responses or talking to people. Sometimes networking could be dealing within yourself. You can be consulting yourself. Somebody asked me yesterday, well, who do you talk to, or who counsels you? If you counsel everybody else, or if you counsel other people, if you like counseling. I said, sometimes I counsel my goddamn self, because I don't I listen to myself, and I listen to other people around me about how I'm affecting them, how I you know, handle them, how they feel around me, how they feel about me. I listen to that. That's how I counsel myself. And if I don't like what I'm hearing back from people, then I change that shit about me. So I'll counsel myself. I'll correct myself. I know how to do that. I've learned how to do that. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, but then I have, like I said, I have my own people that I follow, mentors and stuff that I read and videos I watch. I have my own ways. You need to find out your way. Should have told her, don't worry about how I get my counseling. But nah, I gets mine. You dig? So what's up? What's up, man? Peace, Sean. I see you, dog. Yeah, man. I'm at work right now. I'm pulling up. So I'm about to have to get off this phone. I shouldn't have been on the phone the whole time anyway, because it's illegal to hold your phone in Georgia. But yeah, I'm pulling up on Set Life right now, man. So I will talk to y'all soon, and I hope y'all got something from this discipline pill I just dished out. Y'all have a good one. Say good morning.
Good morning.
All right, see y'all later.